I'm Vikramaditya and welcome to Jade Soft Tech. And in this session, I'm going to give you an overview of SAP S4 HANA on-premise versus the cloud implementation differences. So let's basically talk about the overview of on-premise and the cloud implementations. How do we do it, and what are the basic differences between these two implementations? Okay, so let's start. Here we need to understand one main concept that there might be implementation projects for which on-premise would be the best choice, and there might be some projects in which the cloud option might be the best choice. So we just need to understand the advantages of going for on-premise and cloud as well, and then we'll go ahead and understand the differences as well. So on cloud versus on premise SAP implementation project, in which, as I was discussing earlier, there's no one fit for all. In order to take an informed decision, client shall clear what is more important for the business. So, on the, I mean, like if it's a migration strategy is finalized, the major factor, another critical factor would be to consider whether it is on premise or cloud, and to help the customer to provide the right kind of a decision for this, we have to first explain them the pros and cons of these two options. And yeah, there is no exact right or wrong solution. It is just the best choice that the client have to pick. So while in on-premise, everything is managed by implementing, organizing uh, organization, including security, servers, HANA database, networks, etc. On cloud, it can be leveraged without any additional hardware installation. So it is software as a service, SaaS, wherein everything is managed by the vendor. And yeah, so let's see the differences between these two options. Consider with major factors. If we take into consideration different factors, like the first consideration that I'm doing here is the deployment timeline. So if what would be the deployment timeline for on premise? On premise has a longer timelines since it involves installation of physical servers and also involves customizations as well. Whereas in cloud, we have pretty quick since the customizations are minimal. On cloud is usually delivered as a template solution. When it comes to the expenditure nature factor, usually priced under one-time license fees, it is treated as a capex. But in cloud, it will be monthly or annual subscription cost and treated as an opex. Now here there is also a frightening factor here that if we fail to pay the subscription at the right time in the right way, there might be a chance that we lost our entire data in the cloud, because if we are not given the access to the cloud, then there's no way we can access our data. When it comes to the customization, more customizable as compared to on cloud, more flexible to accommodate customers, not so standard processes as well in on-premise edition. And when it comes to the cloud implementation of SAP, we have less customizable with industry best practices embedded already. In the on-premise, if we look at the initial investment, initial cost is high. Hardware installations are required. Server, SAP S4 HANA box, network setup, all these things have to be done. But when it comes to the cloud, the initial expense that we talk about, the upfront expenses, are lower as compared to the on-premise, and no additional installation is needed. And the total cost of ownership, if we see at the total cost of ownership for the entire software, then since major investment is done in the initial stages, the total cost of ownership can be lesser than the cloud option. And in cloud, even though initial investment is less, monthly or yearly subscriptions cost might shoot up the total cost of ownership. Consider the on-premise and cloud edition from that data access and security and privacy perspective. We have high the data security is very high in the on-premise, suitable for industry wherein data is highly sensitive, like healthcare and finance. Access is given to the authorized users only, that and mitigates the risk of hackers. And then in the security part or privacy part, or data access part in the cloud edition is all controlled by the vendor. If the vendor it right, then we have a very controlled, secured environment. But if at all, if there is any compromise in the security by the vendor, it directly affects our business. When it comes to the upgradation, if at all, if you want to upgrade the next level of next version of software, in that organization can update at their own pace. No need to upgrade immediately to the latest version. They can still work on the old version. But when it comes to the cloud edition, it is automatically updated to the every quarter. So the patches will be installed automatically. Everything, all the upgrades are done in the backend by default in the cloud. Comes to scalability and integration, from the scalability and integration option, we have the on-premise is comparatively less scalable but can be integrated easily with SAP Ariba, Hybris, Fieldglass, etc. Now, in the cloud, the scalable with all components, and one of the strong reasons to opt for on cloud is the integration. It has got a very good integration with all the uh, different technologies or softwares that we might use. So infrastructure, we have the SAP on-premise edition organization's responsibility. They decide upon the server's capacity, network setup, security levels, etc. Comes to the cloud edition, we have usually vendors responsibility. No hassle of updating the system for the organization implementing it, etc. So these are few of the advantages and disadvantages of the on-premise and cloud edition. Taking all these things into consideration, we might give a suggestion to the client which one would to go for that their particular requirement. Let's have a conclusion here. So the conclusion is that the migration to SAP S4HANA is a quite an investment, primarily because of the cost and the change management for any company, and is definitely one of the top priorities of the leadership when to take that leap. We all know migration to SAP S4 HANA is inevitable. We cannot avoid that. None of the companies can avoid that. As an organization, will need to close the innovation gap. Sooner the decision made, better the competitive advantage organization will get. So the latest update on SAP support specifies that SAP will continue support for SAP Business Suites till 2027 and extended support till 2030 if needed. Erstwhile, SAP announced that ECC support will be ended by 2025. This decision was made to support the client business, as most of them would need some more time before they can dive into the SAP S4HANA and reap its benefits. So we still have the support. I will repeat this, and because it's a very important concept that for ECC we have the support till 2025 from SAP. And hope you have enjoyed this discussion, and if there is anything, you can write them in the comment box. Not subscribe to our channel, please do subscribe at youtube.com/jsoftech. And if at all, if you're looking out for any trainings, you can contact us at training@jsofttech.com. And if at all, if you're looking out for jobs, you can contact us at jobs@jsofttech.com. Thank you. Have a great day.